Now, we could just allow this just to grow back, of course. We just keep watering and a lot of it will grow back. But you can see some of it has died back under the pitch process of playing and cutting and rolling, and we need to reinforce that really with a bit more seed. It depends on your resources, if you can afford the manpower or time or implements to do this, do you have the watering available, but this will really give good quality pitches. And to do that, various methods, but very many people have this implement. This is an old-fashioned Sarah roller, still one of the best bits of kit from my point of view. It is essentially a shallow surface pricker, but it's ideal for getting a seed bed into a firm surface such as what we're observing here. Now, unfortunately, you have to push this. Very hard work, very good for your midsection and fitness. I'm essentially going halfway down the pitch, thoroughly working up and down, and I will do this as many times as I can to get as many puncture holes that will receive the seed. And I will work my way down the pitch. And as I said, it's hard work, but worth it. I'm putting hundreds of puncture marks in, as many as I can. And the reason I'm doing it from to the middle is I'm not actually stepping over really what the tilth that I'm producing. I'm not treading it back down again underfoot. Okay, the next step is to distribute some seed into this. Now, it's a mistake just to chuck some seed about on a firm surface and expect it to grow. You've got to give it some assistance, which is what we've just done. We've got these hundreds of little puncture holes that we're going to tease the seeds into. So we need to overseed. Now, you can either do this by hand. I mean, it's according to the wind, best not to choose a windy day. And again, you've got to have a bit of an expert time at this. And I'm seeding up, overseeding, around about 35 grams a square metre, okay? There's other ways. We can use little devices such as this. It's quite cheap, but again, it's quite accurate. Watch out for wind flow, but it will distribute it quite accurately. This is at the upper end of the market, makes a much more accurate drop. It has to be calibrated first. I'll show you in a minute how we might do that. But essentially, this operates fertilizer as well as machinery, and it spins the seed out once you've calibrated it the correct setting. But we've got a square metre of material here. Ian's going to pass over it with the seed. We're going to pick it up, and then we're going to weigh it until we get it right. Okay, Ian? Okay. Well, we're not quite there. We've got 25 grams per square metre. We just need to open that up a little bit more, and the same thing will apply if it was fertiliser, but that's essentially how it's done. Okay. Now, another little tip is to work out your pitch, which is 10 foot by 75 foot. That's the total area. Work it out and convert it into square metres, and then you can times how much you need in terms of 35 grams for those total square metres, and then you can get that, weigh it, put it in a bucket, and where the seed comes to, or the fertiliser, mark it round with a permanent marker. Then all you have to do from any subsequent dressings is to put it up to the line, put it straight in the distributor, no more messing about. Another little tip for you. Okay, but before you brush this in, what I'm going to do is an optional extra, and it depends on your resources. It always helps to put a little bit of dressing there onto the surface to help bring the seed on. Okay, what Ian's doing now, he's brushing and teasing the grass seedlings into the holes that we made with the implements and working in the dressing as well. Now, once this is done, pretty much all we have to do is keep it watered on a regular basis, get those seeds chitting up. In about 5 to 6 days we almost had the first signs, and if you're lucky enough to have germination sheets, even quicker, and in about 5 to 6 weeks you'll be almost ready to play on this again. Might help once the seeds come through to put a dressing, maybe an autumn feed on to speed up the procedure. And there we are, job done, ready to go.